Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Ladies and gentlemen. We're from Florida, my wife said. That was her answer when she was asked, "Where are you from?" We were in an airport in London on our way back from our honeymoon. We were at a restaurant waiting for our connecting flight. The waiter had asked us, "Where are you from?" "We're from Florida." This wasn't the first time I'd heard her give a circuitous answer. It wasn't the first time I'd heard anyone from Orlando give that type of answer. Why are we being so ambiguous about where we're from when we're talking about Orlando? Have you ever noticed when you ask a New Yorker where they're from, how much pride they get, how excited they are to tell you, "I'm from New York"? Same thing with Boston, Philadelphia, Chicago, Los Angeles, right? These people have a lot of pride in where they're from. So why not us? Maybe it's because we're not that well known. Well, let's just wipe that myth out right now. We have the most hotels of any city in the United States. We are an extremely coveted travel destination. People come from all over the world to come to our great attractions. Wait a second. Maybe that's part of why we're reticent to tell people we're from Orlando. Are we ashamed to be associated with Walt Disney World and the other great amusement parks that have chosen to make Orlando their home? Listen, the tastelessness in traffic on International Drive bothers me as much as anyone. But I don't feel like I should have to apologize to that when I'm traveling around the world. And if that's the image that we as residents have embraced as Orlando, we don't know enough about our town. For instance, maybe some of you have heard a little bit about our technology industry. Did you know that 53,000 people are employed by technology companies here in Orlando? Some of the biggest technology companies in the world have chosen to make Orlando their home. Lockheed Martin has a huge manufacturing plant here. Siemens Power. Siemens is like the General Electric of Europe. Their main American offices, their home offices for America, right across the street from University of Central Florida. GE also has an office here, as does Mitsubishi Power Systems and Hewlett-Packard. We're also a leader in the medical industry. We have two wonderful hospital systems in Orlando Health and Florida Hospital. Florida Hospital, for those of you who don't know, is ranked among the top in the nation of hospital systems. With the development of the Lake Nona District, which will have the University of Central Florida's College of Medicine, as well as a new VA hospital, you should be talking up Orlando as a leader in healthcare. Meanwhile, if higher education is more your speed, we have the biggest university, public university by enrollment in the state of Florida, University of Central Florida. In fact, it's the third biggest public university by enrollment in the country. And if smaller schools are what you're more interested in, we have Rollins College, which is highly acclaimed, widely considered one of the best liberal arts schools in the country. So that's three things right there I mentioned. Technology, healthcare, higher education, that you have to be proud of when telling people you're from Orlando. And I haven't even begun to talk about the great recreational activities we have here. How about the beautiful lakes for boating, for fishing? How about the amazing amount of beautiful golf courses we have here? We have great shopping malls here. We're very, very close to a lot of beaches. We have a brand new arena that we should be really proud of, not just for sporting events, but for concerts and all sorts of events we want to host there. And on top of all that, we have a warm and beautiful climate most of the time. Yes, it's raining this morning. But most of the time, very sunny. Try to play golf or go to the beach in New York in the winter. My fellow Toastmasters, my fellow Orlandoans. I love Orlando. I have since I moved here. When I go on a trip and I'm coming home, I'm always so happy that I'm coming home to Orlando. I drive through downtown and I look up at that glass castle we call the SunTrust building and I smile because I'm so lucky to live here. I hope many of you share my sentiments. We should be sharing those sentiments with others around the world. Step one is getting to know what's going on in our community. Read the Sentinel or go online to a news website like Channel 2 News to find out what's happening, what's new in our community. Share that with others in our community, with your coworkers, with your friends. Let them know what's going on in Orlando so they can pass on the good word. And then get involved. Go to the grand openings. Take local tours. Maybe even visit some of the hospitals and universities I told you about and see how beautiful they are. See the difference they're making in our community. Above all, take pride in being from Orlando. Wear it as a badge.